I'm gonna give you 2 of my amazing weight gainer shake recipes that I've used to add a ton of muscle over the years. Without said, there's no doubt it's difficult being a hard gainer. You believe you're doing everything right, you're training hard, eating a lot, and still not getting bigger. It's easy to get discouraged when you're not receiving the desired results. You even get to the stage where you start thinking to yourself, is it even worth doing all this hard work? I can't gain weight, I can't build muscle. I get it, man. I was a true hard gainer, and it took me a long time to figure out what worked best. I stuck with it and I continued to educate myself, and then over time I learned how to build more muscle the right way. I added a lot of muscle to my own frame, and I also helped a ton of clients over the years add a lot of muscle as well. The first thing you need to realize is that gaining muscle is difficult for everyone, man. Let's look at some of the possible mistakes you might be making that could be keeping you from making gains. First, your nutrition must be optimized to build muscle. The first mistake that many of you make is not keeping track of your caloric intake. When it comes down to it, most hard gainers believe they're eating enough food, but if you're actually tracking what you eat, you'll probably be surprised at how low your calories really are, especially for building muscle. Nearly every person who comes to me in the gym and complains about not being able to build muscle always starts out by saying they eat a ton of food and they still can't gain weight. When I ask them, hey, tell me how many calories you're getting on a daily basis and how they're breaking down their macros, there's complete silence. They have no idea how much they consume on a daily basis. All they know is that they get a lot of food. If you're one of those guys, man, the first thing you need to do is start counting your calories. There are numerous online calorie calculators that can help you with this. After you calculate your current daily caloric intake, the next thing you need to do is this. Start consuming more calories per day than you're currently consuming. I typically recommend bumping up your current calorie intake by 200 calories and see how you do with that. Wait about 7 days to let your body get acclimated to the calorie bump, and then weigh yourself first thing in the morning after the 7th day to see if you've gained any weight. Even if you gain half a pound for the week, then stick to that 200 calorie bump for another week, and then test again in 7 more days. Once your progress stalls for 2 weeks, then bump up another 200 calories and do it all over again. This is how you can make steady gains by using your own feedback. Now let's look at what you should eat and what you should increase while you're going through your muscle building phase. The muscle building king of all macros is protein. To grow optimally, I always recommend taking in 1 gram of protein per pound of goal weight. For example, if you weigh 140 pounds and your goal weight is 170 pounds, then I recommend getting 170 grams of protein per day. Also, while there are several fantastic protein supplements on the market, relying on them to meet all your protein needs isn't the best for your muscle gains. I'm okay with you consuming 1 or 2 muscle building shakes per day to help with your high calorie numbers. However, you need to prioritize protein-rich whole foods such as chicken, turkey, beef, salmon, and whole eggs. All right, once you get your protein intake down, now you need to make sure you're eating enough fats. For hard gainers, fats are a lifesaver thanks to their high caloric nature. A gram of fat has 9 calories. As a hard gainer, you can easily maintain a caloric surplus just by eating a reasonable amount of fat daily. Also, healthy fats are vital in the production of testosterone. The key to benefiting from fat consumption, though, is making sure you're eliminating trans fats and focus on getting essential fats such as egg yolks, salmon, beef, nuts, seeds, avocados, olives, olive oil, fish oil, and nut butters. You also want to make sure you're getting adequate complex carbs, man. This is where I recommend your calorie increases come from throughout your muscle building phase. For example, set your protein intake by calculating 1 gram per pound of your goal weight, then set your daily fat intake by multiplying your goal weight by 0.5. These 2 macronutrients are going to stay the same. Now it's time to set your complex carbs. Again, this is if you're a true hard gainer. Multiply your goal weight by 2, and this will give you your starting carbohydrate intake. Going forward, when you're making your 200 calorie bumps, you simply add 50 grams of carbs each day to give you the excess calories. Here's the thing, eating this many calories consistently can get tiresome. So this is what you do once you've reached that point. You drink your calories. Again, eat 3 or 4 whole food meals, but then add a couple of high calorie gainer shakes to make up the calorie difference. I told you at the start of this video that I would share 2 of my personal gainer recipes. Well, without further ado, here they are. The first one is one I started drinking over 20 years ago, and it helped me increase my calories enough to finally start building muscle. Mix all these ingredients together, and this makes 2 shakes. Drink half early in the day and the other half after your workout. All right, mix half gallon of low-fat milk, half a pint of Greek yogurt, 1 envelope of Carnation instant breakfast, 1 banana, 2 whole eggs, 2 scoops of whey protein, and then 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. That makes a great high-calorie shake, actually 2 shakes. Here's another shake I've used over the years to add a lot of calories to my daily totals. Mix 2 scoops of whey protein, 1 banana, 1 cup of pineapple chunks, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, and 16 ounces of low-fat milk. So again, these are something you can add either every day or only a couple of days per week. These shakes are extremely helpful for getting in some of those higher calorie days consistently. All right, now let's assume you're getting enough calories to elicit a growth response, yet you're still not making gains. The next thing I would look at is your strength training program. It's okay to have an elaborate workout that targets a ton of muscle groups. However, you want to focus on progressive overload with 5 crucial compound exercises: squats, bench presses, deadlifts, back rows, and overhead presses. You can still do other exercises, but it's imperative that you consistently make improvements with the 5 compound movements. Make it a challenge, man, and document your progress. Set small weekly goals and compete with yourself to hit those goals. Consistency is gonna be the key here. If you're getting enough calories daily and you're making strength improvements consistently, then your body is going to reward you with more muscle growth. It's inevitable. The fundamental principle here is sufficient overload stimulus to evoke more growth. Our bodies adapt quickly. If you keep lifting the same weight and the same reps, your body will adapt to that workload and won't add more muscle. So give it a reason to grow, man. All right, the last crucial component for you as a hard gainer is recovery. Hard gainers tend to have fast metabolisms and are usually extremely active. The last mistake that you could be making is not getting proper recovery. Recovering properly after a good workout is as important as your diet. One of the most important forms of recovery is sleeping. Sleep is critical to your overall health because it allows your body to rebuild, replenish, and rejuvenate. This is also when your body produces majority of growth hormones and testosterone. To optimize your recovery, you gotta get at least 7 to 9 hours of high quality sleep every night. This is all about how bad do you want to build muscle. If you want it bad enough, then you will do what's necessary to get the optimal hours of sleep, even if it means waiting until tomorrow to finish that episode or finish that game, whatever it is that's keeping you from getting enough sleep. One final tip: if you do lack sleep due to some circumstances out of your control, then get as much sleep as you can each night and then try to get a nap in each day. Power naps can help with your recovery as well. All right, man, that's it for this video. Just incorporate these things I mentioned in this video and it won't be long before you start seeing good results. Feel free to ask any questions in the comment section below. If you found this video useful, don't forget to like it and make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you never miss out on my videos. Until next time, man, get busy, get after it, and God bless.